Alright, yo, GG's, Dundadas, Hyenas, Scuba Dollars, one for Scuba Steve, was criminating y'all. I rock through the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy's doing his Milliman March right here on YouTube. Dundada, we conducting ourselves in the most highest Dundada. Life's what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it, GG. You heard? We're in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator. Dundada, on our way to the top. Dundada, God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret. You heard? Hyenas, ow. You mark it, we gonna spark it. If you ping it, we gonna sting it. If you drop the low, we gonna flock this low. You heard? You tagged it, so we're bringing the static. Hyenas, ow. Dundada. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about Lil Meech. Lil Meech, Dundada, fires back at Rick Ross, Dundada. You know what I'm saying? And is it right or is it even like should Lil Meech even be like in this type of in this drama, Dundada? So we're gonna find out all we gotta know about Lil Meech and what he got to do with how he's living, Dundada. You heard? And that's the fact, Dundada. We got our guesses.
We have the wonderful Rican Ranger, the most authentic of the Ranger atmosphere, and we have me, EJ, here. But most importantly, my client, Rican Ranger, and our wonderful host, I Rock, of course.
Yeah, I rock. What's good, bro?
What's good, Ricky Ranger?
We chilling. Thank you for having me, man. Real quick, man, let's jump right into it. I mean, obviously the streets been talking about this whole situation between BMF and 50. I heard there's a lot, that was put forward and invested on both sides. So everybody, I've been a music fan my whole life, so I know you follow some of 50's beefs in the past. You know how he gets down. You know how he does things. You know what I'm saying? So that's family ties. There's obviously deep rooted stuff involved in that situation. So I understand where the question in loyalty is, and why it's a topic of discussion. So sonically, I'm such a fan of 50. It's hard for me to feel any type of way about him. You know what I mean? Because it's legend status when it comes to that, sonically.
Yeah.
So that respect is always going to be there, regardless of what beef is going on in the street, right? Right now.
So right now, Dundada, it's not even about beef, Dundada. Like, who you think actually Dundada is in the right or is in the wrong? Just off the bat, who you think's in the right or the wrong?
50 is in the right, 1,000, 10,000%. There's not even a question. 50 is always right. I mean, you saw how he had his arm over Lil Meech. I mean, that's not, you don't have that type of energy off of being a fake ass person. 50 puts his arm around you. That's for real. And, you don't spoil that opportunity. But clearly, Lil Meech made the wrong play here,
Yeah.
Well, I think 50 put him through acting school. 50 invested in him a lot. So, I mean,
yeah.
I think that's where the whole web of connection is. It's like, yo, he did a lot, so he expects loyalty in return. So it's, me personally, it's somebody I would choose to be loyal to no matter what, because you kind of know how he gets down. He seems like someone to me that if he claims who he says he is. You know what I mean? I have no reason to think otherwise. So that the other side is obviously on now. And it's in question whether he put him on or he didn't put him on. Like,
but what about what about they think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover, cooking work, hallelujah, and they said that Lil Meech went to prom with Rick Ross' daughter.
I mean, they probably had to get somebody to date him or something. I mean, I don't mean that in like a shitty way, but I mean, he's probably like going to private school, so they probably had to like go out of their way to like find someone for him or something like that. I don't know.
All right, let's watch what. All right, so let's watch what Big Meech. All right, let's watch what Lil Meech does. Lil Meech is clapping back. He's clapping back at 50 Cent. And he ain't playing. He said he got his father's side. So all the people, the game, Boozy, everybody who said, yo, Big Meech should have said, fuck 50, I guess he took your advice, I guess he took your advice, and he's saying, yo, fuck 50, and Lil Meech, I don't know if that was the right move to make, but you know what? That it is the right move. If that's your pasta, if 50's playing these games with you. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, 50 Cent, he's taking it a little bit. He's used to, he wants to be the captain of the ship. So 50 Cent wants to be the captain of ship. So he just want, and Big Meech, the dollar, he's the captain. He got his own boat. He built his boat, the dollar. So he knows you're not going to be the captain of this fucking ship, the dollar. So you know what I'm saying? And I don't respect you, the dollar. I'm Big Meech. Rappers want to be Big Meech. You're 50 Cent. You got your name from another gangster. You're boo-boo, nigga. You're boo-boo. You're not. At the end of the day, we understand that you gave your, you know what I'm saying, that you gave your praises to that and your appreciation to the real 50 Cent, and his name is getting, you know what I'm saying? We understand that shit, but Big Meech is Big Meech. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And he always been that way, the data. So let's get to it, right into it, the data. Let's see what Little Meech is on, the data.
As we all know, it all started when Big Meech linked with Rick Ross to do some business, which 50 didn't like. So he started to come for Big Meech and his son Lil Meech, even though Lil Meech ain't do nothing to him.
And I feel like Little Meech, at the end of the day, the data, Big Meech is Big Meech. So Little Meech wants to be his dad. Little Meech don't want to be a rapper, the data. He's like, yo, that's my pops, nigga. This nigga actually is I want to be like him, the data. But Little Meech gotta understand, the data. If you want to be like him, the data, you gotta understand that your pops did 20, the data. Your pops got popped, the data. Your pops got popped a couple times. Your pops been going through shit, the data. You gotta ask that. So you want to be like your pops, you gotta understand that your pops went through mad trials and tribulations. So you gotta understand that if you actually want to be put in this, or you don't want to be, you don't gotta follow your pops' footsteps, the data. You could admire your dad, the data, but your dad did 20 years, so I don't think you actually want to be like your dad because he did 20, the data. And I'm not saying it's a good thing to think, because you know what I'm saying. My pops is dead, the data. So I ain't trying to be like my pops, the dada. My pops is dead, and the nigga's dead, the dada. So how the fuck am I going to try to be like him, the dada? You know what I'm saying? So we can't, if he's going to be like his pops, the dada. But let's get to it.
Him, he was still mad at him. You know, exposing text messages, unfollowing him, blasting him, saying this and that about him. I mean, he wouldn't stop. Even though Big Meech let him know that it was only about money and nothing personal about it. And
He
even
should get
said
his
after
own name.
Ross, 50 wasn't sasatisfied.
Shouldn't
So at
have his
some point,
dad's
you gotta
name.
say F
Like
it
it's
too.
kind of a sign of weakness.
So last night,
But I
he
don't
linked
know.
with not only one, but two of 50's ops. Rick Ross, ooh, and look how petty Rick Ross is. He's the one that posted the video, and he made sure that it was still rolling. That's wild. But it gets better. He also linked with Floyd Mayweather. For those who don't know, 50 and Floyd were once best friends, like best friends, and then they fell out. And 50 was saying how he couldn't read, you know, he was blasting him, exposing him, just like he's doing all of his new ops now. But get this was a Floyd Mayweather bowling party, so that means that he invited them. But the irony is that he invited his ops. Let me find out Floyd petty too. And you know it's only a matter of time before 50
We're all
reacts.
getting ready for the Diddy party
He actually
in the
acted
back.
to Lil Meech and Rick Ross.
He's like, yeah,
He
you got the
posted a
baby
clip of
oil,
the
Lil
video.
Meech. He's like, hell yeah, you already know. Like, I'm getting that bag. I got that oil. Like, my bad. I mean, that's probably what they're talking about, though, in that scene. Like, we don't have the audio. Who knows?
Yeah. Nah, chill, dada. You know who Big Meech is, dada?
Hell yeah, no. Big Meech
Yeah,
is a real one. He's got no idea what his son's been out there in the streets doing. You know what I mean? He's betraying 50 Cent. 50 Cent is so solid. I mean, you know.
I mean, I just think when Ross gets involved, it gets messy, and then that's where 50 gets out of pocket with stuff because they've been beefing for so long. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic. If you keep it sonically, where they at with it. Like, I can't really name a Ross album that I would say runs parallel to that. You know what I
Like
mean?
Rick Ross's problem, like Regan here is saying, is like Rick Ross has to wait till car companies like come up with new names for cars before he can have more lyrics. Like he just raps about the same 5 cars like all the time, and it's like seriously, the last time Rick Ross dropped like a memorable album was like maybe like 5 years ago at this point.
So Rick Ross is over here. The niggas don't see that Rick Ross is actually doing this shit on purpose. This is a play that he's putting into action, and he actually misleading Big Meech. He don't give a fuck about Big Meech.
Yeah, he's moving like the Penguin. He's like the Batman's enemy. He's just like the Penguin in a lot of ways.
No, that's some sick shit, bro.
It depends where intention is.
He's a cold bastard. He's a penguin. He knows. He knows the ways.
It's unfortunate because if they were all get it together, it's so much for the culture. It would be better, So when stuff like this happens, it's unfortunate to watch. But what's done is done, and the only wish we can just move forward. Everybody gets to the bag.
Facts. I feel like Big Meech Dada, he's gonna go through a bigger phase Dada. He's with a bigger enemy because you gotta understand Dada. He comes from the streets Dada, so he's a real street nigga. So you think niggas like Jay-Z is actually gonna be helping this nigga Dada, trying to do concert nigga? Jay-Z's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Big Meech gonna get a walkthroughs with all the artists that ain't on my label Dada. I'm trying to get these niggas on my label Dada. A lot of big time artists, a lot of big time executives. They don't like that shit. They don't like Big Meech making concerts, promoting concerts, nigga, just making money for the freebie, or just getting money just to make concerts, that's their job. So if Big Meech comes in here, they won't have a job. You know what I'm saying? They won't have no job.
I'm not really surprised. I mean, wasn't that Ross's one of his hits back in the day? They call me Big Meech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Larry Hoover. What year did that drop? He made that song way back in the day. That's, kind of jocking Big Meech back then. So it was like, for him to link up at some point, obviously it's not too far-fetched for me because, you go back to that song, it kind of references what he was trying to do. And then his past with the Officer Ricky shit, like 50 always went there with it with him. So it's like this beef has been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you historically follow 50 and how he beefs, you shouldn't be surprised with anything that man's willing to do, for what he stands for, he stands on it. So I want to stick to the music, you know what I mean, always. But I understand it. I understand.
Little Meech is taking everybody else's advice though. He's actually went back to Dada. He you know what I'm saying? He went back, he hit the audible to Dada. He was like, yo, sorry, 50. After niggas say, no, nah, fuck that. Say fuck him, Dada. Now he came back, nigga, and this is how you say fuck that, Dada, fuck him, Dada. But I know Little Meech don't want to hang with these niggas, Dada. Little Meech ain't trying to hang with these niggas. He used to hang with 50, and he knows that everybody just want to hang with him because he was hanging with 50, Dada. But it gets a little spooky.
Video and captioned it. He said, yo, tell your pops I'ma look out. What's the address? I'ma send some wings over there. LOL. Oh wow, not the Wingstop. And we all know the flavor will be lemon pepper. I'm just saying. There you have it.
I also got a problem with Rick Ross because he lies about working out. He's one of those people that's like, I'm working out. It's like you and DJ Khaled both have lied for 20 years about how you guys go to the gym. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Go back to the point. Sorry. My bad. Back on track.
No. Rick Ross is actually, I feel like Rick Ross is actually fucking, is playing Big Meech, Dada. He actually don't give a fuck, but we'll see, Dada. If he gives him a wing stop or two or give him some points on that BMF fucking song or some shit like that, then
he's always talking about how he owns like 5,000 Chick-fil-A's. Like he could have a treadmill in every room in his house. Anyways, sorry. My bad. No, I'm not trying to distract though. We need to get back on point.
I mean, I'm biased. I listen to so much 50 and old school G.
And that's not even me talking shit. I'm just saying, like, if you got that level of money and you're always talking about working out, like, do that. But
yeah, that's a fact.
My bad.
Now you good. You speak how you want to speak, Dada. We good, Dada. Yeah. So we going. So do y'all feel like? So who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong now? Big Meech came out, Dada. He got his own empire, Dada. 50 Cent just was looking out for. We can't be biased, CG. We can't be biased. So, you know what I'm saying? 50 Cent was looking out. So, is he wrong for taking a picture with a nigga, Dada? After Little Meech done sold after Little Meech done spent all the money that 50 Cent gave him, which was over $5 million. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking God.
Yeah.
That must have been so fun.
Living that life, Dada, living that life.
Right on her.
Like I said, he put him on.
Mayweather.
What
I know about the story is that 50 put him on.
But 50 didn't put him on, nigga. That nigga was a billionaire. So you gotta think about it. You really think Meech is broke, nigga? He can't spend money. He can't go get money, so he can't spend it. Dada. 50 Cent gave him legitimate money.
Right. I think it was a respect thing about the paper, I think Ross just pulled up with some bread.
Yeah, he just pulled up with some bread. So he's like, yo, fuck it. He pulled up with some bread. And they saying that he didn't pull up, and 50 Cent didn't pull up with no bread. They said little baby went there, and didn't give him no bread. But who knows how true is that? 50 Cent's lying on that story, 50 Cent's lying, just trying to get little baby mad at him and shit like that.
I feel like that's none of their business if Rick Ross gave him, like, why is it any of their business who's giving who money? You know what I mean? Like that's some like bitch shit to kind of like ask, be like, why did he give him, like, that's He can give him
I
money if
fuck
he
with
I
him.
wants.
think it was the
Yeah.
principle, that he was helping Lil Meech eat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Facts.
you know, took him
Yeah.
under his wing, you know what I'm saying? So it was a certain loyalty that come back from that. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's just a disagreement about, between street code. I don't think either of them are, so-called snitches or rats or none of that ill shit going on, because I think they all both battle tested in the street. So like I said, it's unfortunate. I want to see both sides get to the music and get to the positive shit and get to the bag, because 50 made classics. Ross got a longevity because his work ethic, hate it or love it, whether you fuck with his music or not. But you never gonna take that from 50, what he's done for the culture and who he is. So if you take that part out of it, what is it really? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it. So
They both doing good. You're saying they both doing good. They both
yeah,
doing all
we
right.
know Ross don't fuck with 50. Like, it's been that way for a hot minute. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I stay out of it at this point. These men, they'll figure it out on their own. If they don't, they never will. Like, either way, they are who they are in music too. So it's like, I like to see him stick to that, because nobody gonna ever tell me 50 can't shift the culture whenever he
But
wants
look
to.
at, but this is what it is. BMF, right? BMF, Big Meech. What if he's looking at it like this, Adana? Yo, this nigga's a rapper, right? Rick Ross is a rapper. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? He came over here to give homage, and he gave me some money, nigga. That's my little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm making money with him. So why wouldn't I put this little nigga under my wing? I don't care if
Yeah.
he's beefing with you. Just because all these rappers is beefing with you, they ready to be underneath my wing, Dada. So I'm willing to fuck with them to be under my wing, Dada. You know what I'm saying? They still doing music. The 50 Cent's in the movie game. And that's why Big Meech, he should have just stood in the movie shit and the episode shit, just working in that area. He thought he was gonna come to the music shit, not knowing that it's real evil. Jay-Z ain't letting you be no fucking promoter, Big Meech. Jay-Z ain't gonna allow no shit like that.
I saw an interview earlier with Yayo. Yayo was talking about the situation, and how loyal Yayo's been in the whole 50 come up. So it's like, that's his main soldier. So he said basically, 50 found Lil Meech when he was rapping and nobody gave a fuck about him. That's what he said. So I was like, okay, so he must have found him way back then and helped him work his way up as an actor. I think that's where the beef was stemming from. Like, they were back then during his come up, they were investing in him, 50 in his camp. So
So you
now
feel
that
like
he's elevated,
jealous?
Hey, Rizzy, ask the comments if there's audio issues right now. I hear like some like warping. It could be something on my phone though.
yeah.
They hear you. They heard you. Nah, you good. You good. In audio issues.
Rick
It's like, where
Ross,
do we go from here now? So
Cent beef. 50 Cent has been backing down both Big Meech and Lil Meech on Instagram for days now. But we're hearing his ex-BMF leading man can't be folded that easily. TMZ Hip Hop obtained photos of Lil Meech kicking it with some well-known 50 Cent ops inside Lucky Strike Miami last night. Floyd, Mayweather, and Rick Ross. Sources from Meech tell us that the actor met with Mayweather the night before and pulled up to the bowling alley with his brand partners to bless the legendary prize fighter with an exclusive merch drop. The red letters in Watts collab. We're hearing Big Meech also made a cameo appearance in Spirit. The former drug kingpin is currently on house confinement and was phoned in to speak to Ross and the Mayweather. 50 Cent Clown Meech's latest Rose meet up with Wingstop jokes, but we're told Meech's camp feels like any issues will iron themselves out. They feeling the timing of 50's attacks to be ironic since he can't get any more money off of the bigger Meech now that he's home. Business is business. Meech's connections assure us he's focused on his entrepreneurship and turning Watts into a household name. Expect more brand deals and more acting roles to be announced soon, just not with 50 Cent. Now, if we can, let's get to the weirdness of it all, right? So you got a Lil Meech and the brand ambassador.
All right, knowing 50 Cent, do you think 50 Cent will block this nigga's acting career? You think 50 Cent gets down like that?
I don't think that the, like acting world even like works like that now to where 50 Cent can, because it's not like there's like one like singular collective of Hollywood, unless 50 Cent every time he finds out about one of Lil Meech's acting gigs, he just like pays a production studio to not hire him. So like
Yeah.
he can try that to a degree, it will work, but not the way he thinks, because things have kind of changed. Things have modernized a little bit. So
And that's how 50 Cent got his name anyway. 50 Cent got his name from being blackballed, and someone else picked him up from
yeah,
over there.
you can't really blackball people now. Now that's kind of an excuse if you say that.
Lil Meech is on already. He's already on. There's nothing you could do now. He's just got to keep working. You got to keep working, regardless of the fact of whoever's side is on what. He's already on. You know
Like
what I mean?
50 Cent could beat him still, like, but he would have to put up way more money. So basically, like, if he takes it like way more serious, he could still win. Like, I think he can.
I don't think 50 would go out of his way to stop him from getting bread. I just don't see
It depends.
That's all more realistic. That's all more realistic now, because 50, you gotta understand that 50 Cent says that he don't like niggas like that. So why would he do it? Then that means he wouldn't like himself.
I think he'll just remove himself from the situation.
Yeah, the whole picture. He just removed himself.
I don't know. I think 50 will find some way to get him out of the way, like somehow.
I feel like he'll do that shit to niggas who's doing it to him. Like he could 50 can make it to where like he doesn't pop up on DJ Vlad, probably, like at the minimum, stuff like that. Like he could do things like that, and that kind of like that'll hurt your career a little bit.
I don't see it. You see it being over? I rock or what? You did? I mean, what's
hell no, Big Lil BMF? Hell no, nigga, they hustlers, nigga.
It's just starting. You know what I mean? Like where?
This is what it is. This is legitimate. So what you see is legitimate, nigga. That doesn't mean I can't go outside and sell t-shirts. That doesn't mean I can't go outside. You don't see why I be doing that. Like, I'm selling lighters. I'm selling roll peppers. You don't see that part, nigga. But you only gonna see the legit shit. So if the legit ain't working, you automatically think I'm failing, nigga. What you mean, nigga? My promo game is on point, nigga. What you mean, nigga? My acting skills
are we taking it back to 2000 when it was G, you know, the G Unit days? Like we going back to that versus BMF. Like that's what the streets want to do. Like I'd rather see them get money, you know, finish the series. Like I heard Ross was gonna do his own series about it. Like it's just
he can't. They say after 5 years he probably can. After 5 years, they probably gonna wait it out.
What we really beefing over, you know what I mean? Like it's BMF getting money is the point, no? Because he's a true OG. So as long as he's eating, like then what we doing? You know what I mean? Like 50 is who he is too. Like you know, let Ross do what he do.
After we get into this, we gonna hear something, and it's this dude Cuffy, and he be coming on, and he been trying to say that Meech thing. So we gonna get your opinion on that though, but we gonna finish this shit first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We gonna finish this first, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Everything y'all saying is correct, you know what I'm saying? Y'all giving some major points, and that's a fact.
There's and stuff like that. The cats who made it with him. That's Big Meech on the phone with Lil Meech while they at the party.
Nigga, look at where he's at, nigga. Look at where he's at, nigga. Ain't no stopping this, nigga. He still got a Richie Millie. He still got a Rolex, Dada. Ain't no stopping that. Ain't no stopping that.
Yeah, but he had to get like his family to get somebody to go to prom with him. So that's kind of like you earned some lame points for that, like just a little bit, because that's kind of crazy.
Rick Ross, but he went with Rick Ross' daughter.
That's what like I understand. Like that part, yes, that's cool. But like the bigger picture is like you had to be like, Mom, Dad, nobody's going to prom with me, and then they're like, hold on, yeah, Rick Ross, like, can your daughter come to like? Even though they're rich, I get that they're rich, but like fuck that part for like 5 seconds. Like that's kind of embarrassing, a tiny bit. So I think to recoup his masculinity, he's got to go into the club with a bunch of like fake chains on. I
think Ross knew what he was doing.
But Rick Ross is a real one. But I mean, he's still kind of like he's got to play the game better.
Don't chase this real. Don't chase this real, EJ. Don't chase this real. But yo,
all right. I believe they're real. I changed my mind.
His dad was doing Fed time. He asked his dad for a fucking.
Yeah, no, I'm sure the chain is real. I'm sure the chain is real. I'll take that back. The chain is real. I'll take that
where's
back.
Where's the show at? I mean, is the show done? And what's
it's canceled, nigga? Ain't no show. This is the last season. 50 Cent, you say you're 50 Cent fan, nigga? Hold on, let's finish this.
No, I'm a 50 Cent fan. I swear to God. I know that they gotta play it a little better here.
The power shit was crazy. You know,
Lil Meech is on their nuts. I'll admit that part, but I don't think he's gonna win.
It's just unfortunate, you know.
It depends on what you mean win, the data, because 50 Cent ain't gonna win in all the and on all the levels either, the data.
No, this is a new long game. This is a new long game.
Entertainment.
100. Yeah, 50's gonna be at this for a while, slowly. That's the way.
So yeah, but you gotta understand that there's hustles behind this. You wouldn't understand. You couldn't even fan them, nigga. What's going on, the dollar? Like this nigga, Big Meech don't need money. He needs somebody who's gonna give him legitimate money so he could have his money, unbury his money, and put it.
Right, he needs to be legitimized. Yeah, he can.
He needs help. You know what I'm saying? From legitimate people, because he got too much money. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even trying to put niggas situations out there. So if he got too much money, where he's gonna win? The niggas already rich. They rich. They already set for life. They just need somebody who's gonna be like, yo, you know what? Let me make some money. Let's put Lil Meech in place that he's making $5 million a month, so we could put $5 million a fucking month in this nigga's account, the dollar. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that they on the strict rules, the dollar. They got 848, so the people just watching them with binoculars. The IRS is on their tails. These niggas can't be spending money, the dollar. That's just what it is. That's why 50 understands that's why 50 understands that these niggas, he could kick them right now. Rick Ross is doing what 50 Cent is doing to Big Meech. Big Meech can't talk right now. So 50 Cent can say whatever the fuck he wants. 50 Cent can't say nothing about Rick Ross because 50 Cent put out the fucking tape of fucking his baby mama. So he can't say nothing about him out loud. So 50 Cent will never say Rick Ross' name out loud in public. He can't. And he can't. So Rick Ross got to say his name. Oh, look at this nigga, the chump. It's all, you know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent is doing the same shit that Rick Ross is doing to him. He's doing it to Big Meech because he can't do it to Ross. So he's like, oh yeah, you fucking with Ross? I bet. Now you gonna take all the shit I want to do to Ross, I'm gonna do it to you, nigga. Why you think 50 Cent never posted Ross, nigga, and called him Officer Rick? Yeah, he can't do that, nigga. He'll get he's already not allowed to. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's been going on for a minute.
Timing them and everything like that. Dude ain't really paying attention to nothing. So Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather hanging out is odd anyways. And I'm going to show you in the same clip that I'm doing all this stuff in. So now you got Floyd Mayweather posted up with the merchandise and all this stuff and everything like that.
Bro, some people get rich and they dress like grandmas, bro. They got like the Cartiers on and the big necklaces. Like they got rich and went like grandma with it. The big earrings and stuff. Look at Floyd Mayweather's hat. He's got a red bottom hat on. He looks like he's going to church. Sorry.
Them niggas is warring up. Them niggas is warring up.
Yeah, but you can tell Floyd's been punched in the head a couple times in this clip.
I just noticed that Ross liked to hang out with a lot of 50's people. That's all. He could go out of his way to kind of hang out with 50's people. That's why I think the issue is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, especially when it's, you know, who's the ops, you know, but you going out of your way that everyone that I, you know, so-called fuck with.
Yeah, but they're all dressing like 50 Cent. They're all like, I can't take them seriously because they're all dressing like 50 Cent. That's why I'm like who even are these guys? I don't care that they've had like established careers. Like they all bite off of 50 Cent.
They trying to be like this, so they all so it's like 10 niggas onto one nigga.
Yeah, they're trying to stand over there like they're the Infinity Stones or something like that, and they're not it, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like 50 Cent isn't Captain Planet. Like he's his own thing. Like 50 can set off whenever he wants to. Like,
yeah, he's a whole brand. He's, you know what I mean? It's especially when you got a classic album, you know, it's kind of cementing it too. So
they're walking around acting like they were G Unit or something like that.
50 was in Expendables, bro. 50 was in Expendables. 50 was in fucking.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
50 was in mad movies. He got mad fucking shows going. Like 50 Cent is a whole different type of. Being in Expendables is a whole different type of program. That's like being in a Marvel movie.
Well, musically too, right? I mean, musically they were the Expendables G Unit back in the day. When you put in them old G Unit tapes, they were musically the Expendables too. Like sonically, they was killing it. You had Banks, Yayo, Buck. You know what I mean? I remember when they had Hot Rod, Kid was a thing. You know, I followed the whole G Unit lore, so it's like they got it anytime they want to.
And them niggas trying to gang up on them. No lie, everybody's ganging up on 50. You see the beef. There's about to be a war out here, so that's why you gotta relax it. Because look at Mayweather's in his own lane. So 50's not in the boxing lane. Mayweather took over that, Dada. Mayweather tricked 50 into keeping that, Dada. He's like, yo, fuck that. 50 trying to come over there and take over that shit. So this is what it is. Big Meech is like, nigga, you're not coming over here, nigga, taking over my life right, nigga. Because 50 said, say that shit, Dada. Well, your shit is our shit, nigga. My shit is my shit. Big Meech's like, oh, no, fuck that, nigga. That ain't happening, nigga.
Which is good marketing. But once again, Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather hanging out is kind of odd because do y'all remember this? A while ago, 50 Cent linked up with Rick Ross' baby mama, Tia, there you go, and his kids, and then took his kids around Diddy and Mayweather. This is Floyd Mayweather's mansion in Vegas. So as you can see, they all hanging out.
He looks like he's right.
Up with 50 and Floyd and everything. And look at Rick Ross' baby mama, Tia, just kicking it in the
Like he can't do anything wrong.
Now, Rick Ross, yeah, they had Joe baby mama.
So what the fuck? This is niggas who don't like each other, Dada, hanging together, Dada. It's about to be a problem, nigga. It's about to be a problem, Dada. And look at Big Meech. Big Meech looks like, nigga, I want to hang with 50 again, nigga. I don't want to hang with these weirdos, nigga. These things doing mad weird shit, nigga. I want to be around shit.
Mama and your kids at Floyd Mayweather's house with Diddy. Dang, they're doing a Diddy party. So yeah, I don't even understand that part. But
see, look, even he said they're doing a Diddy party. Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth.
You know that? What you saying? He trying to what? He trying to do the slip and shine fucking promotion.
Yeah. Trying to do the slip and slide, the baby oil water slide.
So
it's crazy.
Setting Nash, don't forget, like Pepperidge Farms. You dig?
Pepperidge Farm remembers, but Pepperidge Farm ain't just going to keep it to Pepperidge Farm.
So
I don't know what the fuck that had to do with anything.
All of 50's ops, because at one point in time, I thought the beef was over with.
Enough. Enough. This dude said he said enough. We're about to see the Cuffy shit, the Dada, because your boy Cuffy, he has something to say about Big Meech, and we gotta get a full understanding about who's Cuffy and what's going on with Cuffy, and you know what I'm saying? We going, you know what I'm saying, get the segment going.
Oh, man.
And believe that Big Meech sick.
All right, so y'all listen, man. I got my man Cuffy on the phone. Cuffy, where you at? You in Lexington?
Yeah, I'm in Lexington, Kentucky,
Okay. Now, Cuff. You and Meech was down together at one point, right?
Correct.
When did y'all get down together?
1991.
Y'all go back to 1991?
1991, homie.
Now he knows your family, he knows Tamara, he knows everybody.
Yeah, he goes way back, homie. We just found the Tamara's gonna post a picture with you when she was 4 years old. She's 34 now. But she's gonna post.
All right, before this shit even goes on, Dada, do y'all feel like Big Meech snitch?
Snitch on who? 50?
On this right here, Cuffy.
I don't know too much about the situation to say, you know, but
yeah. I mean, it's not her. It's not her. This is a situation that niggas is trying to put mad gray area in it. It's not factual. People didn't come out with facts. It don't show that Big Meech actually snitched nowhere, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Right. No one came out with the paperwork. No one actually could say that shit. So this is why I'm asking you: do you feel like the Big Meech actually?
That's not even to like not answer your question, but with stuff like that, like I don't answer like shit like that. I feel like that's so much of like somebody, like even if you are somebody that's in the news, like I wouldn't answer some shit like that's not my business to answer. You know what I mean? Not even to be like that's somebody else's thing to figure out. You know.
That's good. So people could get an opinion on how people is actually even thinking about Big Meech, Dada. And it's a good thing that you nigga. So Big Meech don't got nothing really to worry about. Because at the end of the day, Dada, like this is just a figure of speech. Niggas calling you a rap for no reason. Niggas actually just saying you a rap because someone else is calling you rap. No one actually seen no paperwork. No one actually seen this. But they just calling you a rap because of a bunch of shit, Dada. But 50 Cent promoting it.
Where does that stem from? So how he got out? How he
right
got
here,
out?
Right here. He's gonna tell you right now. Oh,
it's a picture with her and Meech. sitting on the couch at my mom's house. She was 4 years old, yo.
Yeah, she told me that today, man, and we're gonna get Tamara too. Now, Cuff, man, run through. You know, I want to give you the floor, man. You on my platform. I want to give you the floor. I've read the motion to suppress the wiretaps. You've watched me. I've done the whole thing, and my man's paperwork don't look good, Cuff.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's really simple, Sean. In early 2013, Meech called me and told me, yo, homie, I got some good people. You know what I mean? Got some good people, got some good numbers. I can't rap right now. Tammy gonna hit you in a minute. An hour later, homie, Tammy called me and put me with the feds. It's really simple, homie. It's really, really simple, homie. This shit is not complicated, man.
Okay, now, Cuff, when you say she put you with the feds, that mean now is Suarez down with the feds too, or you don't know?
No, sir. No, sir.
Suarez is straight up and down.
Straight good dude. And matter of fact, he beat the feds in trials. That's how he met Meech in the county jail.
Okay. Now, Cuff, I want to go ahead, man. Now, when you initially reached out to Tammy, you was just interested in the movie joint.
Yeah. Actually, Meech put me with Tammy back around 08, 09. And this was strictly dealing with the movie.
This call is from a federal prison.
My job was to come up with the movie script and find a motion picture house to take the deal. And at that particular time, she had his life rights. So of course, she would have to take the meetings with myself and Louis Burrell, which is MC Hammer's big brother out of Oakland.
Okay.
Which is my man. We go way back.
Now, Cuff, Meech reached out to you and hit you about the movie rights, or making the movie, or Tammy approached you about making the movie?
I reached out to Meech and told him that, yo, if you can get your movie rights over to your people, man, like your family or somebody, we can get this bread.
Introducing Applebee's new Big Easy menu, starting at $11.99.
So what he's trying to say is that Big Meech set him up with a shorty, right? And the shorty that Big Meech set him up with, she happened to be a CI, you know what I'm saying? So her being a CI, maybe an agent, a CI or something like that. But it's a CI. She didn't work because she fucked the agent. So she definitely was an agent. So she was just a CI, and that Big Meech put her up to take Cuffy down but Cuffy was talking about the life rights, but he told him that to put some to make a play with her so he could get some time thing. But Big Meech saying that he ain't never did that, So he's trying to say that, yo, I called Big Meech up, I mean, my lawyer called Big Meech up, but Big Meech is in jail. So my lawyer said something to Big Meech and shit like that. We wanted Big Meech to speak up for him. You know what I'm saying? And he said Big Meech never spoke up. But why would the fuck would Big Meech speak up, because they will put him on the case, if he speaks up on that, and then he'll get locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying, but we're going to keep going.
You feel me?
Right.
But instead of him turning over his life rights to his mom or his sister, Danielle, or one of them, for some reason he turned it over to this Tammy Collins broad.
Now, Cuff, how far you go back with Tammy?
About 08, 09. We've been taking meetings, and that's part of the record also. So we have our emails back and forth. That's part of the record of this case. Because, our argument was that I wasn't in no drug deal with Tammy. We were working on a legitimate business deal.
So you don't run into Tammy until 08, 09. Now, did you know Tammy going back to 90? When did Meech ran into it in 02, 03? But you didn't meet her back that early?
No, sir. No, I don't. To be honest with you, Sean, I don't know when they originally hooked up. He told me he had this girl that was doing a lot of his running and things of that nature. She was very business, and that was around 08, 09. So I didn't have any reason to know her or know nothing about her other than the fact that he told me she had his life rights, which was true. She testified under oath that she had his life rights.
Now, Cuff, man, I know you spent a lot of money on them lawyers and that Frank.
So he's saying that, look at Big Meech killed his paperwork, so he had to go to a French hearing, to see what was going on, When he went to the French hearing, that's how they know that Big Meech actually put Tammy Cohen's onto St. Louis Cuffy. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Frank's hearing. How much did you spend on legal fees altogether, man?
About 150,000.
Did you pay for all 4 of y'all's or just yours?
Just mine.
Okay, and then the other dudes, the Rush brothers and Gibbs, they handle their own.
Of course they did.
Okay. Now, niggas is saying, Cuff, and that we talking about the comment section, niggas with fake profiles and whatnot, they don't matter, but they wondering like, are you a rat? Did you cooperate in any kind of way? Can you clean that up for us, man?
Are you a rat? Is such a crazy question.
Speak for themselves. I find that's funny, homie.
You know why?
Yeah. I mean, you can check my record, homie. Just tell them check my record, homie.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Everybody
He's
I
like,
talked
I get
to
to the
from
cheese,
St. Louis, and you know my man Cav, man, from the Boogie.
You know why they asked him if he's a rat, because they trying to say that he never actually got caught up for drugs, that all the charges got dropped because the girl Tammy Cohen, was fucking the agent, so everything got dropped, but they happened to put 2 murders on him. When they put 2 murders on him, they made him, he said that he had to fucking fess up to, but he's about to say it, matter of fact. You can hear it from his own mouth.
Messy.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
And yo, Kev told me this story, man. Me and him was in Morgantown together, and he told it to me back then. And then when 50 dropped the joint with the Instagram post, I called him back, and he was like, "Yo, Sean, they jammed my man Cuff up, a solid dude," and so that's the reason why I even got into the joint, man.
Yo, Sean, niggas rock with me from Maine to Spain, my nigga. And when you mention my name, nigga, you talking about gold, nigga. You feel me?
I hear you. Now, Cuff, you was the word that you put money in Meech's hand. He didn't put no money in your hand.
Nigga, they ain't have nothing, homie. And when I talk to 50, you understand what I'm saying? One thing that we both agreed on that this nigga's ungrateful. You understand? No, this nigga ain't have nothing, man. I mean, he was doing a little bullshit hustling. But when we got him down to the loo, homie.
So what you feel about what he's saying about that? That one thing that him and 50 came to understanding that 50 Cent's ungrateful. Do y'all feel like, that BMF is ungrateful? One thing that him and 50 came to the conclusion that BMF Big Meech is ungrateful. You feel that BMF Big Meech is ungrateful? You feel like he's ungrateful for what 50 Cent was doing for him, Or you feel
probably, yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you first get out of jail, like, I don't think he had enough time to be out to, like, appreciate what happened. Because he was only out for, like, a month or 2 before he died. So if he had been out for, like, 4 or 5 years, I think he would have appreciated what 50 was doing. He just didn't get to live long enough, you know what I mean, to, like, really appreciate it, I don't think. So.
And I feel like he would have went way further than that. Like, you could have did a series for you. Big Meech could have actually did the whole series himself, about going to jail, getting knocked off, him acting himself, playing his own shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
It could have definitely went even further than that. But you know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like? All right, so let's get back to this.
I put the nigga hustle game on 10. Now let the nigga touch his first $1 million. The nigga cried, homie. You feel me?
Now, Cuff. You ain't heard. When was the last time you spoke to him, man?
The last time I spoke to this brother, man, and we go back 30 plus years, just to communicate that to your audience. 30 plus years, homie. The last time I talked to this nigga, homie, was when he put me with them people. You understand? When he told me Tammy gonna be calling me early 2013, homie.
And then you reached out to him. And when did you find out Tammy was no good? At the Frank's hearing?
No, as soon as the thing went down, I found out that she was no good. I didn't know his role. So immediately my attorneys, immediately after the sting, my attorney sent Meech correspondence saying, "Yo, Cuff need to holler at you. Your friend Tammy put him in a real bad jam with the police." I heard nothing back from him. My lawyers, he don't respond, period. And so we've been trying to contact this nigga all doing the Frank's hearing and everything, homie. No response.
And he done been all in your crib, know your daughter, know your family, know everybody.
Everybody. I'd have been all in his crib. We moved to Atlanta together in the early 90s, man. We bought homes in Atlanta. We moved our families to Atlanta, homie, in the early 90s. I ate at this nigga's mom's table. He ate at my mom's table. Feel me?
Wow. So what did you
trying to say that they was friends for 40 years? That he don't know why would this nigga do some shit like that or get him knocked up and shit like that. But more or less they saying that Cuffy ain't telling the whole truth. That Cuffy sitting there lying. That Cuffy's over there. Extending what he gotta say because he got a family and shit like that. They trying to say that Cuffy actually had a relationship with Tammy Cohen, and he was trying to hit it, and he was trying to bring her on dates and shit like that. And that's what's actually good. This is what they saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's always, but there ain't no actual factual information that's going to thing unless they're going to come out and give the unsealed paperwork, which Tammy Cohen they say it happened to own and she's trying to say that she got wiretaps on Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Big Meech talking to her and trying to orchestrate the deal. You know what I'm saying?
Messiness.
And that shit different. So maybe you know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between what's going on and what's not going on and who think. But like you said it best that you don't get into situations like that. It don't even matter. It don't even concern you. So y'all don't actually y'all don't worry about shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good thing. And a lot of people's thinking that way. You know what I'm saying?
And most of that, what I'm hearing is coming from Stars. Yeah, he's contractually locked in with Stars.
So this
okay. There are rumors that Big Meech or Southwest T's first big payday in the game came from you. I want to know, how did you meet Big Meech, and under what circumstances did you meet Big Meech and T?
I met Big Meech in the early 90s. Come to town with a friend of mine, an older gentleman, KT. We about the same age, so we just hit it off, man. We started getting money together. We moved our families down to Atlanta in the early 90s. So this is nothing new. We have nothing. You know what I mean? So, really the D was Lil Boy in the
right.
So, when I got to the loop, I'm telling, come on down here. I'm gonna put you on 10. And that's exactly what I did.
Right. Is it true that you actually showed him the value or how to properly move or maneuver in the game, and that you put his first $1 million cash in his hand? Is that true?
That's very true. Like I said, the didn't have nothing. So like I said, I put his game on 10. I'm the first to put $1 million in the hand and then cried. And the exact words were to me was, been holding them back in the D.
That's a little known fact, because most people who are not from that era, they think that Big Meech left Detroit a millionaire already. They're under the impression that when he left because he had grew too big to be here. They don't understand that that's not what was happening. They don't understand that some of the bigger motherfuckers in Detroit were holding their nuts on Big Meech. So he migrated to the South because that was the best thing for him to.
They try to say that Big Meech, was standing out business, and some other niggas like the Lamar dude and everybody else, they was out for his head. You know how the BMF story goes,
Yeah, try to blackball him.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Take his life or whatever. Because they trying to say that he had something to do with killing Lamar. Not killing, but he had something to do with Lamar's brother dying. So we don't know who killed him, but Lamar got shot too. You know the dude that plays Lamar? The real Lamar.
Right.
Yeah, the real dude from Detroit and shit like that. that, you know what I'm saying, something happened that his brother died and that he's the one, and he got shot 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And then it was on his heels. You know what I'm saying? They saying that Lamar tried to say that they killed his nephew. He was like 8 or 10 or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they beat him to death. A 10-year-old boy, a little boy, and shit like that.
That's crazy.
I don't know who or what, but you know what I'm saying? That's what
to do.
So shit was getting a little hectic. So he had to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he's getting too big for the state.
No, the truth is, no, he was never that type of in the D. His money didn't come out of the D. His bread came out of the Lou, homie. And the real reason why the nigga ran down south is so that when he did get on, he didn't have to show that real love to them PA niggas who held him down forever.
Right. And that's another little known fact, because when they talk about Big Meech and T and BMF overall in Detroit, they always stay on Southwest. They never talk about the contribution that the Puritan Ave or the PA or the Yay boys made in terms of initially holding him down, protecting him, and really kind of like helping him do what he do while he was in Detroit.
Listen, homie, PA was his muscle. These niggas were E-course, homie. Let's be real about this. So the PA was his muscle. So when the nigga really got on, the nigga ran off on him for real. You feel me?
Right.
They ran down south on him. That's the truth.
I got you. So listen, I have a series of questions, brother, and I want to do a timeline thing, because right now the whole world, they're kind of like focusing in on what Meech knew, what he didn't know, at what time did he know something, and
we gonna cut all that short off.
Okay.
They've been playing all them games for the longest, hiding and ducking. The agent testified that Demetrius Flannery was aware of the deal, and that Demetrius had one.
Do you believe this dude?
The
Do
one
y'all
on the
believe this
phone?
dude? Yeah, Cuffy.
I think he believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
I think he believes what he's saying. I don't think that he thinks he's a liar. Like, so
Yeah.
if it isn't, you know what I mean? Like,
always 3 sides, right? Their side, the other side, and then the truth.
exactly. Like, it's hard. I'm not like a side picker. I just feel like there just is the truth with this.
Now you said some ill shit. You said you don't feel like he thinks that he's lying. So if he is lying, he must be fucking.
He feels like he's right, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Had one request, and that his name does not appear in any documents. This was Special Agent Keith Cromer's testimony. CS1 testified, Tammy Collins, that Demetrius Flannery was aware. She signed him to be a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. She had the courtroom clear it out. If you go on Pacer, pull my docket sheet, you'll see what CS1 requested that the courtroom be closed.
Got you. Let me ask you a question, Cuffy. At any time during the initial stages of your indictment involving this whole Tammy Collins thing, did you talk to Big Meech, or did you send a message to Big Meech in any way to tell him or to alert him of what was going on?
We sent Big Meech certified mail. Big Meech set me up, and Tammy set me up with this thing in 2013. That's the last time I've heard from this. We sent them correspondence through the attorneys, asking him, is he aware that his name is in court sworn documents and sending me a truckload of cocaine? He never responded. We know he got the mail because we sent everything certified. I have not heard from this of 32 years since they set me up in 2013.
Is all these, so right now, some of the most well-known members of BMF, like J-Bo, for example. J-Bo, he is strangely, suspiciously silent about all these facts that are coming out. I believe J-Bo is from St. Louis, isn't he?
He is. Okay. He is.
What's your relationship with him?
You know, I never knew J-Bo. He was cool with my little brother, Magic or Wani. He passed on the first BMF indictment. He passed in USP Atlanta from an asthma attack.
Gotcha.
So I never knew J-Bo. He was always one of the little homies. But that's a hell of a question, man. When I got,
I understand that we talk about the Cuffy thing and shit like that, but I feel like maybe fucking Lil Meech Dada been acting like his pops, you know what I'm saying, playing his dad's role and shit like that, but that's all in acting school and shit like that, and that's acting and shit like that. So if all that shit's acting, maybe he's starting to get aware how people moving and shit like that, and he's starting to move like that, so that's just, you know what I'm saying, it's taking a toll, the power's taking a toll of his mind, so he feels like he's this big dude, like you gotta, like in the BMF series, they be cool with mad niggas and beefing with mad niggas that they cool with. So maybe he thought that, you know what I'm saying, them scripts to get into your head, and maybe he thinks like, oh shit, that's cool. It's cool to go against 50.
Blend in real life.
Yeah.
When he got home, a lot of people around 2018.
What was that?
You got to be able to make the separation, you know?
Well, that's a fact. You gotta understand this shit.
I personally told him what the did to me.
Right. Like I said, you get to a point that you got some real ass pops and shit like that. When you got some real ass pops and shit like that, yeah, when you young and shit like that, you want to be just like your pops and shit like that. And then your pops is like known and shit like that, and this and that, and this like that. But when your pops do 20 or your pops die, that's when you gotta understand, like, oh shit, my pops fucked up. Hold up, maybe I just gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta maneuver different. I gotta find something else. Like, that's if you actually follow in his footsteps but if you were in the acting and shit like that, that's not a whole different, that's a whole different category that's a whole different acknowledgement. But if you want to be like your pops and your pops was this big ass dude and shit like that, yo, if he died, you shouldn't want to be like him. He's dead, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to change something up, so you won't die, nigga. Life's about living, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean it.
Right.
And the exact words were, man, you sure, you sure, big homie? I said, listen, man, I'm telling you the bad news, homie. This is what I'm telling you, man. So the nigga party with me with these words with that, you know, I got to holler at the homie, man. He got to explain this shit. My words to him was, how can you explain this shit, homie? How can you explain this shit? So I never came out until 2018, until I got black and white. See, I never knew this nigga role. I never knew this nigga role until 2018, to the Frank's hearing.
And tell us what happened in Frank's hearing that really alerted you that Big Meech had a hand in this. What happened?
Well, CS1, Tammy Collins testified that she became a government informant to give the Meech's Slinger a time cut. And we said, whoa, you serious? So then she further testified that he was aware of the deal. Special Agent Keith Cromer testified that Flannery was aware of the deal. Flannery just wanted to make sure that his name wasn't in any court documents.
So he that's some typical rat shit. I'm a rat and tell you everything you need to know. Just don't put me on blast.
Yeah, man, listen, man, this shit's typical rat shit.
Flannery is the cop, so they trying to say that Flannery was making sure that none of Meech's name was in none of the documents because he didn't want to get exposed back what he was doing because he didn't feel like he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be part of that.
Crazy. Can you play him saying that's some typical rat shit again? I'm sorry. Please replay that.
My man, out of pocket.
So he that's some typical rat shit. I'm a rat and tell you everything you need to know. Just don't put me on blast.
Yeah, man, listen, man, this shit's simple, man. This shit ain't that complicated, man. 2013 called me. Yo, bro, what up? Yo, check this out. I got some good people, man. Yo, I got to get off this joint. Holla at Tammy. Let's get it.
So
that's how it started, man.
I talked to Blue earlier, and Blue said that when you came back in the day, when you came down, he gave you access to the Bentley, I believe it was. He said that when you were moving around,
and this is why
you were moving around in part with.
And this is why you can honestly respect 100% what he's doing because he fucks with Blue, and they saying that Blue got the same allegations. So how you fucking with one nigga, but you ain't fucking with the next? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's different. And the girl who set him up, Blue was the one who brought her around. He's the one that was fucking her first. You know what I'm saying? So that's different too. So they know something that we don't. He probably, I feel like Cuffy probably was hitting it too on the low. You know what I'm saying? On some shit.
Tammy, in the attempt to kind of like sell the story. What was your relationship with Tammy as it relates to the BMF story and the life rights of Meech, what y'all was trying to do with that?
He introduced me to Tammy around 2009. My job was to procure a movie script. And so that's what we were working on. I told her that she needed to get his life rights, and that I would get us a deal, which me and Louis Burrell did. Louis Burrell is an opening was MC Hammer's big brother.
Got you.
We go way back. I fucked around with him on the music tip years and years ago. Good, got Hollywood in the headlock. And so me and Tanny have been taking meetings in LA for years, starting back in 2009. So we had nothing to do with any drugs, anything. It was perfectly legal. As a matter of fact, all of it is documented in the case, in the paperwork.
Got you.
So let's get back to Blue in the blue Bentley Coupe.
Okay.
So when I come to town, I run into the homie, Lil Blue. I grab the car, and so I'm moving around. But before that, the Meech sent another Mexican at me that was a government informant, confidential source. I didn't know that the nigga was bad, but when I meet him, he rubbed me the wrong way. You feel me?
Right.
And so I bag up both of them. But come 2018, when we get the discovery, I find out that he was an agent, and that a confidential source had introduced us to. Who introduced me to him? Nobody, nothing other than Big Meech. Mm-hmm. Nothing came out of that because he rubbed me the wrong way. He got to talking about who caused this, man. Is it paid for? So it just rubbed me the wrong way. Right. I didn't think he was a police or anything. I didn't think he was a police, but he was just weird. You feel me?
Right.
But weird. Fast forward to 2018.
So he's saying that Meech sent him a nigga, right? He sent him a nigga. Well, Meech is locked up. So I don't understand why this nigga's trying to buy shit off Meech, but Meech is locked up right now. You know what I'm saying? So Meech sent this nigga to go meet a Mexican. The Mexican dude, he pulled up in the blue Bentley coupe, So when he pulled up in the blue Bentley coupe, the dude said, "How much that car costs? That car yours? And he threw out the number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn.
Got you.
Fast forward to 2018. That's in the DEA 6 reports that a confidential source introduced me to that confidential source. Who was the confidential source?
It can only be one person. The person who introduced you to him, and you know who introduced you to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question, Cuffy. Why do you think, and this is an obvious question, and it may be a slow question for me to ask you, but I have to ask you nevertheless. It's part of my due diligence process, right? Why do you think that it is so hard for people who understand that these type of things happen every day inside the game? Why do you think they're having such a hard time grasping or understanding or accepting the fact that Big Meech didn't want to do that mother 30 years?
Listen, man, you have to understand this generation. You have to understand this generation. Most of these, they got a mentality. He didn't tell on me. You feel me? You got running around in every city now. This generation here running around with rats because they got a bag. You know, you feel me? I've lost 30-year partners.
And what he's saying is that everybody be like, they just be fucking with niggas because he didn't tell on them and shit like that. But at the end of the day, he's fucking with Blue Da Vinci. They trying to say that Blue Da Vinci got the same type of allegation that Big Meech got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, everybody be selective politics. You might think somebody else told because they talk to the cops. Someone else might think different. Some niggas might lie to the cops. They might be like, oh yeah, they might not feel like they're right. Some people might read. Some people are like, yo, nigga, you talk to them, period. And niggas like, yo, what the fuck? I was lying. So everybody got their own agenda into that. That's why there's all fucking, you know what I'm saying? He say, she say, this, that. You know what I'm saying? It's all prerogative. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you a civilian, you can call the cops, you know what I mean? Like, but if you claim the street, then you're not a civilian.
That's a fact.
So,
yeah.
I'm in Detroit. I ain't gonna say their name, you understand, who told me, yo, man, the homie Cuff, man, the homie was trying to get the Mexican. He wasn't aiming at you. I'm like, what? You telling me that the homie was trying to tell on the Mexican, and that's cool? So you're dealing with a different generation, homie.
Yeah. Why do you think Big Meech has not raised his voice to speak up for himself and to clear his own name? Why do you think he using all these to come up and stand up, try to argue for him instead of standing up himself and answering this shit for himself?
Hey, dog, check this out, homie. This shit is indefensible. You feel me? This shit is indefensible, homie. So this is what I told my crew and all the fellas that I rock with. I told them that the nigga was going to have to hide Tammy Collins. And at any point that he fell out with her, because she's attention hungry, at any point that he fell out with her, that she would spill on him. You feel me? Right. And this is what we have coming to fruition right now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this shit is indefensible, homie.
All right.
50 feel the same way I feel. This is an ungrateful. You feel me?
Right.
So this shit is indefensible, homie.
He said 50 feel
So,
the same way I feel.
That's wild.
So what y'all thinking about that, Dada? What do y'all think about this whole little situation that you happen to find out about, Dada? From the beginning, from 50 Cent taking a picture with Big Meech, and then fucking going all out because he took a picture with Rick Ross, so he was actually.
I feel like in the long run, this is gonna make Lil Meech crash out with like in under a decade. In under a decade, he'll crash out because like 50 got in his head at one point.
Nah,
like
you think
1,000%. I think so, yeah, because it's at a critical time. Like Lil Meech's dad just died. It's like he's gonna take it way too seriously. Everything
Lil
that
Meech's
50's thrown
dad
at
just
him.
died. What are you talking about? His dad didn't die.
Lil Meech's dad didn't die. Big Meech is dead. Yeah,
No way. He's out. Dada. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure he died like a month ago, didn't he? I can go Google that right now.
No, Irv Gotti just died.
Yeah, Irv Gotti just died, nigga. You crazy?
Irv Gotti just died? Hell no. Let me look that up.
Oh yeah, Dada. Big Meech just got out of jail. He was doing the concert, bro. Nah, you good though. You good. So what you feel about the situation, GG? Freaking.
He is alive. Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, he just got out of jail. I mean,
why the
I
fuck did I have shit in my feed telling me that Big Meech died? That's dumb as fuck. Shows what I know.
Didn't he book him for the car show? That's what really started it. He took a picture with homie, right, for the car show. And I think he gave him a bag, and it stirred up all this kind of shit, you know, as far as the rat allegations and all that other stuff. Like, I don't see it. You know, obviously he had to respond to it when that was happening. I saw that video where he formally denied it. So, you know, that's officially the response. So it's like, I can't really pick a side because it's not my world. I don't know enough about it. I just know they both battle.
No one's trying to make you pick a side, but it's good to just give the public's opinion so we understand how the public is viewing the situation. Like
I think it was just funny money, dog. Funny money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there was beef going on with Ross and 50. So, you know, Ross maybe got funny with the money and you know, he knew what he was doing, I feel like, when he stepped in and kind of was like, let me stir the pot a little bit. I think is a little more sinister plot behind it. To get at 50 on the low. Everybody trying to get at 50 on the low. So that's kind of my stance on it.
And niggas ain't playing a professional stance, actually. If it was a little professional, then that's when the professional, that's not professional shit. Oh yeah, Little Dirk don't fuck with NBA Youngboy, so if you fuck with a Little Dirk, you can't fuck with NBA Youngboy. That's not professional shit, about it. You know what I'm saying?
No. Everybody mess with who they mess with, you know?
Yeah, but when you in the streets, not everybody just fuck with whoever they fuck with, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like you said, so you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Facts.
So it was good having you on the show, Dada. It was good, you know what I'm saying, getting your opinions, Dada, you know what I'm saying, staying more legit than ever, Dada, you know what I'm saying, staying righteous, Dada. Let them know where to find you.
Weekend Ranger everywhere, you know what I mean? Rise of the Ninjetti, we out here. Got a comic book coming. We got a fan film. We doing some Power Ranger homage shit. Like we out here, you know. Hit the link in bio on the Instagram. Donate to the Spot Fund. We got some music coming out. Shout to iRock. We're gonna hopefully, you know, see what's popping with the music, do our thing. I'll come
That's a
back
fact.
anytime you want to make content. I'll be out here chilling. I felt
Yo, we
right at
gonna
home, you know what I mean? With my rice bowl, I was chilling, bro. Like we could talk about whatever, you know. Spark one up, what's good, see what's going on. I'm out here, you know. You guys can DM me anytime. Full DMs, transparency, what's good. We trying to save Power Rangers, get shit going so, you know, ninjas can eat. You know, we shall rise. Rise in the Ninjetti, though.
that's a fact. That's a fact. What's up, EJ?
Yeah. Check out Rican Rangers music on TK Radio. There's a lot of great hits on there. There'll be more
Yeah, we're
uploaded
doing some
soon.
independent
That's
stuff.
really all that I have to say. Also, Big Meech is not dead. He's not dead. It turns out he's alive.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So
Any positive note for Meech, Tadada? Do you feel like Meech? Did you feel like Meech made the right decision, Tadada? If his dad, would you have me? If that's your dad, who you gonna take? Whose side would you take? 50 Cent side or Big Meech's side? Like if that was your dad, you know what I'm saying? Your dad is your dad, right there. That's enough.
If I was Little Meech,
Yeah, would you have took 50 Cent side or his dad, or just because it's your dad, you gotta take your dad's side?
well, who was hanging out with Ross first? Did Lil Meech hang out with Ross first, or did Big Meech hang out with Ross first? That's
Big
my
Meech
thing.
hanged out with Ross first, probably. But he
Okay,
probably seen, but nah, Little Meech probably fucking. If he took his daughter, he probably seen her. Probably not. He probably didn't see Big.
that's what
Rick
I'm
Ross.
saying. So I think the leak was happening way before. And
Yeah,
Ross capitalized on that shit because it was Lil Meech, I think, was meeting up with them and they were, you know, running. I
on the
think a
low.
picture came out with them, right? At some
Yeah.
point, Ross took a
Uh-huh.
picture with Lil Meech. So it's just like, you know how 50 was gonna feel as soon as any of that was going down. Cause like I said, they invested in him early on. So there was the loyalty expected, I guess. That was crossed. Like that's just my
But what,
perception
what
looking in.
what loyalty would you expect from? What kind of loyalty are you gonna expect from Little Meech if that's his dad? Being loyal is being loyal to your pops, nah.
Exactly. That's the tricky part of it. You know what I mean? But we got the dude that puts you on, and then you got your pops. Like it's a rock and a hard place. It's tough. Like shit. What do? You know what I'm saying? So, what did it really come down to? Was it about a bag? Was it being petty for a bag? Like what really was the issue? Is what
It's
I
about a
want to know.
bag. It's about a
yeah,
bag.
he's going the money route. He's
Yeah.
going the
It
money
was about a
route.
bag.
So Ross, that's my take on it. Ross knew what he was doing. You know, he started throwing bags around, getting messy. And you know niggas went for it, so it caused a stir, it caused a stew, you know. So it's like let's see where it goes, you know. I just hope it, you know, everybody could get to the bag. That's all you
It's
can
gonna
wish in
lead to
these
great
type of
adventures,
situations.
but I feel like maybe if they would have did the BMF a little bit longer and
Yeah,
they was on BMF, they would have became bigger legends. Cause now the people that they playing with, they trying to be legends too. So if Rick Ross is trying to be a legend or Mayweather's a legend and these niggas is legends, right? And everybody trying to be a legend, it's like you can't actually they're gonna trip you. They're gonna trip you because you're competition. But if you
yeah.
actually just make it, if you actually just doing your own thing on the side that you doing the BMF show, that's nothing different. That's your own thing. You're doing your own thing. But when you jump into their thing, then you become like, what's the thing? What's this thing doing? What are we doing? We gonna compete with each other. We competing. It's life. Like life ain't all good. The data fake love ain't nowhere to be around. The data. That's why 50 was like, yo, you might as well be around some real love. The data. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
come over here. But when you come over here, the data, you gonna have to stay solid. You can't fuck with everybody over there. The data.
Hopefully we get some music out of 50 with all of this. I like to see that happen. I'm always down for some new 50. So
I feel it. So it's good having y'all opinions, the dollar. You heard. Shout out to Big Meech, the dollar. Shout out to 50 Cent, the dollar. Shout out to the world, the dollar. You heard like what you make it. You can't love it. You can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. We're in the elevator. Who's elevator? God's elevator, the dollar. On our way up, the dollar. You heard the dollar. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. God's best kept secret, the dollar. Stay more legit than ever, the dollar. You heard the dollar. We're building our permits right here, the dollar. 2 times. We're doing our million march right here on YouTube. You heard? Let's stay more aware than ever. Yo,
good.
EJ, yo, Rican Ranger, salute. We out of
Oh
here.
yeah. Peace out.
All right, the daughters.
See you.
All right, GGs.